Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Prime Drive USA, where the future of driving meets real-world performance. And today we're diving into something that's making a serious comeback in the electric vehicle world, the 2026 Chevrolet Bolt. This isn't just a refresh, it's a full evolution of one of America's most affordable electric cars. And honestly, it's looking like Chevrolet has taken everything people loved, everything people complained about, and turned it into something far more competitive in today's EV market. Now let's talk about why this car matters. The original Bolt was one of the first truly affordable electric vehicles that delivered decent range without breaking the bank. It made EV ownership possible for everyday drivers. But over time, competition exploded. Tesla, Hyundai, Kia, Ford, everyone stepped in with better tech, longer range, faster charging, and more premium interiors. The Bolt started to feel outdated. And then production stopped. A lot of people thought that was the end of the story. But it wasn't. Chevrolet has brought it back for 2026, and this time, it's built on a completely new foundation. The biggest change starts under the skin. The new Bolt is expected to ride on GM's Ultium platform, which is a huge deal. This is the same advanced EV architecture used in higher-end electric vehicles, and it means better battery efficiency, improved range, faster charging, and overall stronger performance. And yes, range is one of the biggest talking points here. The 2026 Bolt is expected to push well beyond the previous generation's limits. We're talking around 300 miles or possibly even more on a full charge, which puts it right in the sweet spot for daily driving and long trips without constant range anxiety. For a car in this price category, that's extremely competitive. Charging is also getting a major upgrade. One of the biggest criticisms of the old Bolt was its slow DC fast charging speed. That's changing. With the new platform, the 2026 model is expected to support significantly faster charging times, meaning you can go from low battery to around 80% in under 30 minutes. That's a massive improvement and makes this car far more practical for road trips. Now let's talk design, because this is where things get really interesting. The new Bolt isn't just a small hatchback anymore. Chevrolet is expected to give it a more modern crossover-inspired look. That means a slightly higher ride height, a more aggressive front fascia, sharper LED lighting, and a sleeker overall silhouette. It's designed to appeal to a broader audience, especially those who prefer SUVs but still want something compact and efficient. Inside the cabin, the upgrades are just as important. The old Bolt had a functional interior, but it wasn't exactly exciting. The 2026 version is expected to completely change that. Think larger digital displays, a more intuitive infotainment system, better materials, and a cleaner layout overall. There's also likely to be a strong focus on connectivity, with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and possibly even advanced voice control features. Comfort is another area where improvements are expected. Better seats, more legroom optimization, quieter cabin insulation. All of these things are crucial for making the Bolt feel less like a budget EV and more like a well-rounded daily driver. Safety and driver assistance features are also stepping up. Chevrolet is expected to include its latest driver assistance tech, potentially including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, and maybe even GM's Super Cruise on higher trims. If that happens, it would be a game changer in this price segment. Now let's address one of the biggest reasons people are excited about this car, the price. The Bolt has always been known for affordability, and Chevrolet is aiming to keep that identity alive. While exact pricing hasn't been officially confirmed, expectations are that it will remain one of the most budget-friendly electric vehicles in the United States. That's critical, especially at a time when many EVs are becoming more expensive and out of reach for average buyers. This combination of affordability, improved range, better charging, and modern design could make the 2026 Bolt one of the most important EVs in the market. It's not trying to be the fastest, it's not trying to be the most luxurious, it's trying to be the smartest choice for everyday drivers who want to switch to electric without spending a fortune. But let's be real for a moment. The competition is tougher than ever. Cars like the Tesla Model 3, Hyundai Kona Electric, and even newer budget EVs are all fighting for the same audience. So the question is, can the Bolt really stand out? The answer depends on execution. If Chevrolet delivers on performance, keeps the price low, and ensures good availability, the Bolt could dominate the affordable EV segment again. But if there are compromises in build quality, charging infrastructure compatibility, or real-world range, then it might struggle against more established competitors. Another key factor is charging infrastructure. Even though the car itself supports faster charging, the overall experience depends on access to reliable charging networks. The good news is that GM is working on expanding charging partnerships, which should make life easier for Bolt owners. Let's also talk about practicality. This is where the Bolt has always been strong. Its compact size makes it perfect for city driving, tight parking spaces, and daily commutes. At the same time, the hatchback or crossover design offers enough cargo space for groceries, luggage, and even small road trips. The 2026 model is expected to improve on this with smarter storage solutions and better space utilization. Performance-wise, don't expect a sports car, but do expect instant electric torque, smooth acceleration, and a responsive driving experience. That's something EVs naturally excel at, and the Bolt should deliver a fun yet efficient ride. Another important aspect is sustainability. Electric vehicles are already a step toward reducing emissions, but modern EVs are also focusing on sustainable materials inside the cabin, more efficient production processes, and better battery recycling methods. Chevrolet is likely to continue moving in that direction with the new Bolt. Now imagine the typical buyer for this car. Someone who wants to save money on fuel, someone who drives daily in the city, someone who wants a reliable and modern vehicle without paying luxury prices. That's exactly where the Bolt fits in. It's also a great option for first-time EV buyers. It's simple, practical, and doesn't overwhelm you with unnecessary complexity. At the same time, it offers enough modern tech to feel like a true next-generation vehicle. There's also a bigger picture here. The return of the Bolt shows that automakers are realizing something important. Not everyone wants or can afford a $50,000 electric vehicle. There's a huge market for affordable EVs, and whoever dominates that space will shape the future of transportation. And that's exactly what Chevrolet is aiming for with the 2026 Bolt. Now let's talk about expectations. When this car officially launches, it's going to attract a lot of attention. Reviews will focus heavily on real-world range, charging speed, interior quality, and overall value. If it performs well in those areas, demand could be extremely high. And if demand is high, availability becomes the next challenge. One of the issues in the EV market right now is supply constraints. So Chevrolet will need to ensure that production meets demand, otherwise buyers might turn to competitors. Another thing to watch is software. Modern cars are no longer just about hardware, software plays a huge role. Infotainment responsiveness, app connectivity, over-the-air updates, all of these things matter. If Chevrolet gets the software experience right, it will add even more value to the Bolt. So where does this leave us? The 2026 Chevrolet Bolt is not just a comeback, it's a statement. It's Chevrolet saying that affordable electric cars still matter, that innovation doesn't have to come with a massive price tag, and that the future of driving should be accessible to everyone. If everything comes together the way it should, this could easily become one of the best-selling electric vehicles in its segment. It has the potential to redefine what people expect from a budget EV. And honestly, that's exciting. Because at the end of the day, the shift to electric vehicles isn't just about technology, it's about people. It's about making cleaner, smarter transportation available to everyone, not just a small group of buyers. The 2026 Bolt might not be the flashiest EV out there, but it could be one of the most important ones. So if you're thinking about going electric, if you're waiting for the right balance between price, performance, and practicality, this is definitely a car to keep on your radar. Stay tuned with Prime Drive USA for more updates, deep dives, and real-world reviews as soon as this car hits the roads.